weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang stuff commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons. It's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy
Saturday!
Hello and happy holidays, everybody.
Happy Shaturday, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all Welkers, Melinda's Shepherds, drummer boys little and big. We've made room for you in this barn as we give birth to the annual Christmas episode of Shaturday Morning Cartoons. We've got Joe and Nick, the two wise men from the Found Footage Festival, stopping in from their never-ending traveling exhibition of meticulously crafted VHS clips. Fellas, how's your tour going?
We just wrapped it up.
Yep. Excited to be home for Christmas. So, yeah.
It was good. I have back pain now because of it.
That's how you know it was good?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it means I've spent a lot of time in the car.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm recovering from the Dean and Company marathon, and it's insane that we're at it again. So. But I'm excited to see Caitlin.
Hi, good to be here, you guys. I miss you all.
That's Caitlin McGurk of the Billie Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum, the archivist, librarian, curator, professor, and author of Christmas Past. Caitlin, how's your book tour going for the recently released Tell Me a Story Where the Bad Girl Wins, the Life and Art of Barbara Shermund? How's that going?
Oh, look at that. There it is.
Holding it
A
up.
freshly read copy.
It is.
Nick just
Finished
finished
the book. Thoroughly enjoyed it. How are your readings going, Caitlin?
Thanks, you guys. Everything went really great. I was able to see some Melindas at a couple of different events of mine and appreciate everybody who's come out and supported the book and reviewed it and posted nice things about it. And I'll be doing some events in the new year in Philadelphia. And if there's any Philly Melindas out there in January and in Texas in March. And then in San Francisco in May. So still more on the horizon.
How's your back pain?
My back pain is mild. It's okay.
Okay.
So far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to get worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
From touring? Okay.
And of course, I'm George, a non-denominational biological construct with an experience-refining collection of responses to stimuli that has evolved along with all other organisms on this reason-forsaken orb from a single protocell 3.6 billion years ago, all just to celebrate Christmas with you with an old cartoon. And today, we'll be watching a Cabbage Patch Kid Christmas. What are your Cabbage Patch Kid experiences, everybody?
Well, I think I've told this before, but I was a Cabbage Patch.
Every opportunity he gets to talk
Let's
about
hear it.
Cabbage Patch, he jumps in.
A pretty big wig in the CPK world. But no, when they were big, 1983, 84, we couldn't get one. But the year after that, my sister and I both got one. And this is weird. So, like, when I worked at Toys R Us, Joe, you and I worked, like, seasonally at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
There was this weird, delicate thing where people call up and be like, do you have a ballroom Barbie? And I'd be out on the floor, and I'd be like, yep, we got plenty in stock. They'd be like, which kinds of ballroom Barbies do you have? Meaning, essentially, they didn't want the darker-skinned Barbies.
Oh, man.
Like a lot of people would call, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
those-
remember that.
Those we had a lot of those left, but people didn't want them, and I didn't think about this at the time. But my sister and I both had darker skinned Cabbage Patch Kids the first year they came out. We loved them with all our hearts. His name was Jonathan Rothwell, and
Do you still have them? What happened to them?
no, I don't know. We probably gave it to a
Landfill?
Goodwill.
Oh.
Eventually, maybe. But yeah, he had a little yellow suit on and a little tuft of hair on the top, and we both loved those. But now when I look at photos, I'm kind of like, it's the white guilt family, It's like my very white bread upbringing. But yeah, we had.
Your parents tried.
They did,
Right.
Yeah, they did. So
I was brought up with two other brothers, so we were.
They were your Cabbage Patch
we
Kids.
were garbage pail.
Garbage pail only.
We were 100%
Right.
garbage pail kids. But I've told this story before too. My youngest brother, who's 6 years younger than me, got a My Buddy doll, which wasn't Cabbage Patch, but it was a doll.
So creepy, though.
It's so creepy.
Yeah.
I think it's what Chucky was based on, was the My
Mhm,
Buddy doll. And me and my other brother were like, "Oh, that's great. Let's torture it. Like, let's set its hair on fire. Let's throw it off the roof of the house." And so we did that. Even though Alex was probably like, "Yeah, I kind of like this doll. I kind of want it." But we were like, "No, we're destroying this
He's
doll."
a toddler. Yeah.
I know, exactly.
I was given a Cabbage Patch doll like in the hospital when I was born. It was my very first baby doll was a Cabbage Patch doll, and
Can I show the picture?
It's not that one, but you should show that picture. I had
Okay, let me
many,
see if I
many
can-
Cabbage Patch dolls, and
I was putting a photo earlier.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
But you were born with a Cabbage Patch Kid.
yeah, this is a later one. There's me.
Which one's the Cabbage Patch doll?
But the one I was given when I was like in the, right after I was born became like my doll, the way that everyone has like, I don't know, a teddy bear or something they're really attached to as a child. And I named it Babo, which was like just like, baby
Babo.
babble was the only thing I could say. But yeah, Babo was a really wonderful, completely bald Cabbage Patch doll, 1986. And, it eventually, I don't know if this is Nick, maybe you've seen this because you've seen a lot of them in your travels, but
Sure.
Mine developed some sort of like plastic disease and had
Yes.
what looked like liver spots all over it, but I still
Well, they age a
cherished
lot
it.
faster than real babies.
It was really disgusting looking, but it didn't stop me from, loving this thing. And I think it's still probably in my parents' attic to this day with its crazy pox.
I bet it looks even more frightening now.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this off the screen. I also had a Cabbage Patch Kid. One of the neighbors went out and bought me one, but not. There was another neighbor family that also had kids that were not. They did not purchase them. They couldn't get enough for everybody in the neighborhood, so it was a big scandal that I got one, but I didn't ask for it. It was anyhow. His name was Andrew. He had he had a little blue suit that I found yesterday, and it fits me.
You're wearing it now.
Yeah.
Speaking of your outfit, George, can you pick
you're right.
a lane with your collar? It's just one is out and one is in.
Right
And
now,
I
I'm
know
trying
that's
to show that I
bothering
don't
other
take
people.
that like I don't conform to any sort of symmetry, any sort of social symmetry.
Wow.
There you
He's
go.
a rebel even when it comes to symmetry.
Yeah.
Well, now he's assimilating, so I'm
Yeah.
happy.
All right. Great.
Okay.
I'm more
Um,
comfortable with this.
So let's see. What's the order? Do we show mugs or do we show a commercial?
Well,
Commercial.
wait. Yeah, go ahead. Then I have something to show when we get back.
All right. Here's a commercial for Cabbage Patch Kids.
Dear Grandma and Grandpa, I'm pleased to announce the arrival of Arnold Clyde. That's you.
Adopting a real Cabbage Patch Kid is a joy for the whole family.
Arnold Clyde.
I can't wait to see him.
They're here.
Look, genuine adoption papers and birth certificates.
We'll even get a birthday card.
Here's Arnold Clyde.
Oh, look, your dimple.
Your smile.
Your hair.
Your glasses.
Definitely our great-grandson.
The Cabbage Patch Kids from Coleco.
So that's weird. Watching it now, it must be horrifying to have meet your great grandchild and realize they're the fantasy produced by a conglomerate across the ocean for your 10-year-old to hold or 6-year-old to hold, right?
See, that's why we destroyed them. That's why me and my brothers destroyed them. We did not want to be part of that conglomerate.
Yeah, in retrospect, they're pretty creepy, I guess, especially with the signed butts. And mine had a weird belly button, like this weird fabric belly button where the fabric was gathered in this gross way. So yeah.
Well, that's where they're born from. Yeah, they can't
guess
buy the
so.
cabbage. I haven't been to Babyland General in Cleveland, Georgia, where they, you can actually see them getting
That seems like a Nick Purr place.
born.
You haven't-
It's definitely on my list. But
You
it's
can
in
see
kind of
them getting born.
Yeah, there's like a cabbage that's dilated, and a nurse comes and takes a baby out and spanks it upside down.
It's really violent and gory.
But I was on tour once, and actually it was just a solo college show in Iowa, and I stopped by a place called Donna's Cabbage Patch Fantasyland, which is this woman, Donna, just opened in a trailer behind her house a collection of her cabbage patches, including the snack time kids, which would eat carrots and stuff, but little girl's hair was getting caught in it, and there was no off mechanism.
Yeah.
So she would find them at thrift stores and have to clear out all these little girl's hair from it to get it to work again.
And
But-
blood and
Caitlin, they had this. These kids have developed Cabbage Patch Kids, must stay isolated. And then look at these were the plastic.
That's
These are-
exactly literally exactly what it looked like. And I was still like cuddling this thing and like loving it so much. I would still cuddle with Bobo.
Is it mold?
Honestly. It's some
Yeah,
sort of
it'd be
mold,
mold.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some sort of plastic mold that.
So explain
involves
this, anti-vaxxers.
that. Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So stop by Donna's Cabbage Patch Fantasyland if you're in Iowa.
Now, do we have any cereals and mugs that are either themed or not themed for this
You
season?
know, I just opened one up, and I'm going to show it off because I'm very excited about it, because I usually just show mugs, right? I got a Ponderosa mug.
Nice.
That's a reference to the Sizzler video that I always accidentally call Ponderosa. And, I mean, they're the same restaurant, aren't
Do
they?
you have to
Just orange
apologize
mug.
when you do that?
Yeah,
I have in the past, I think.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But
Nick
I've never had
enforces it ruthlessly.
I've never had this for Shaturday.
Mm.
A goddamn saucer. Or a
Ooh.
yeah,
banana
that's what
saucer.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Look
that.
at that.
This is probably from the actual like restaurant.
Yeah,
too.
somebody stole
would-
that. That's
yeah.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a first. So now I'm like a gentleman over here. I have a cup and a
Wow.
saucer.
Fancy.
Well, I've got a classic Ziggy Christmas glass. This is from
Oh,
a
with Fuzz.
complete set. Fuzz is in there. Ziggy's tangled up in
Oh,
some
yeah.
Christmas lights. And then
Can't win.
I couldn't remember if I showed this or not last year, but this beautiful Slavic Treasures Ziggy ornament that was gifted to me by Tom Wilson Jr. when I met him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that
Wow.
gorgeous?
Does he have
Collector's
just,
item.
does he have just like a box of Ziggy stuff that he
By box, you mean a house full.
A house
Yeah.
full, and it's on its way to the Billy Ireland next
Wow.
month.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Donated us his collection.
Are you guys
so-
gonna do something with it? Or are you gonna do like a display, a
Yeah,
Ziggy?
we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
it's all going to be shipped to the
Here.
McGurk Annex to
Right.
Yeah.
for a private museum.
Yeah,
I-
it's going straight to my office.
I have one of your Ziggy mugs still. I'm taking good care of it. I'm sipping from it every so often.
I think
It-
you
it's
have one
getting
of my
worked out.
favorites too.
I know,
Yeah.
I do. It's
Mhm.
is he naked on that one? I think he's
I
naked.
think
on
so,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking good care of it. I'll get it back to you.
What do you
Well, I
got,
have I got a fun mug I picked up on the road recently. This is from the Office Humor Collection. It's "You Want It When?" And this guy can't even contain his laughter. This naked.
He's
He
nude.
laughed his clothes
He
off.
left his pants off because he's not going to get that report done in time. So yeah,
I always
Uh,
wondered. I've seen those before, and I never really understood it. You want it when? Is it because it's going to take me longer than?
yeah.
that?
The boss always wants it sooner than
Yeah.
Okay, it's office humor.
Office Humor. Yeah.
You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't get it.
And instead of one guy rolling around, I'd like to imagine it's 4 naked guys in the same office.
Oh yeah,
Who are
maybe
just
that's-
like,
All right.
hey boss, come out and take a look at how we're doing on the report.
yeah,
Well, we're
they
all
really,
nude and laughing.
they really need to start a laughing nude guy union, and that way they'll have leverage against that demanding
yeah.
boss.
I like their random hairs. Ugh.
Or is it like jump lines? Yeah, it's hard to
Up
tell.
top though.
Oh, up
There's some
top.
hairs up
Yeah.
top.
You're right. Okay.
No, I think that is 2 butt hairs on the one guy, not him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. 2
It must be
long
Greek.
butt hairs.
I love that you have such a keen eye for that stuff, Caitlin. You notice the hairs.
That's what I get paid for.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
her job.
Yeah.
I'm bringing back a classic. This is let's say this is was this a Bill Mancuso?
It
Because
might-
whenever it's us,
yeah.
and it's Caitlin holding a
Holding.
mug that is of a mug of, I think, me holding a
Yes.
mug that has a picture of us on it.
Classic.
So Bill, if you're watching, please make this a mug.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so Cabbage Patch Kids. Usually, I launch into some unending history of whatever the topic is, and I can see Nick and Joe's eyes glaze over.
Yeah. I'm
And
checking
so
my
we're not
phone
going.
right now.
We're not doing that
Oh.
this time.
Ooh.
I was able to use to piece together footage from many different TV reports about Cabbage Patch Insanity of 1983.
Nice.
So watch it here and now before Nick posts it on the Instagram page.
Okay.
Here it is, the history of Cabbage Patch Kids, which fascinatingly includes clips from my childhood toy store. Somehow they ended
Really?
up in this footage includes Feasterville, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
There appears to be almost no limit to what some people will do or endure just to get their hands on an ugly but cuddly item called a Cabbage Patch doll.
What is a Cabbage Patch doll?
Oh, it's the little doll that you get adoption papers with, and it has a belly button, and you get a birthday card after the first year.
They don't walk, talk, wet their pants, or grow hair. They don't do much of anything.
Now, what could be sweeter than all this affection for such cute but sort of homely little dolls?
The dolls originated here in rural Georgia about 5 years ago, the brainchild of 27-year-old Xavier Roberts. The original sold for $125, but when Coleco Industries took over the marketing of the dolls, they made copies and priced them at about $25, and the company couldn't make them fast enough.
This is the little doll that's causing all the commotion. She sells for around $20. That is, when you can get her. They were lining up all night long outside the Kitty City in Easterville, and hours before the store was set to open at 10 this morning, security guards were called in to keep the peace outside.
You're all coming in for some presents, but I don't think it's worth it.
But look what happened when Hills in Amherst, New York opened their doors this morning.
Insane people. Insane.
There's that documentary that has a lot of this footage that's out now. Million
Same sort
dollar
of thing's
babies.
been going on in stores all over the country.
When the doors opened at this Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania store, the pushing and shoving began. One woman was knocked to the floor and suffered a broken leg.
We had stampedes at the door. We had young kids and old ladies being trampled on.
Coleco Industries, the outfit that makes the Cabbage Patch Kids, has been trying to keep up with this frenzied demand.
They're manufacturing about 200,000 a week in Asia,
And they're all like
chartering planes
58-year-old
to get them
women.
to stores in the United States. But demand exceeds supply, and there is only one reason.
Kids want them, and adults will do just about anything to get them. Just about anything.
A full-grown woman taking a doll out of a child's hand?
Look at the box. Mutilated.
And at 4 years old, brainwashed already for Cabbage Patch doll.
In the meantime, for those who got lucky, it was a moment of bliss.
I got my doll! I got my doll!
And there will be 2.5 million children with a new friend on Christmas morning.
They're all so cute, you know. They're just darling. You just want to cuddle them.
Well, they're ugly, they're cute, you know. It's ugly, but everyone wants it.
As far as I'm concerned, they're the worst looking things I've ever seen. I mean, they are pathetic looking, they're homely.
I don't know what exactly the attachment is. I think they're cute, but kind of funny looking.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like their faces, but I want one.
And that's how things are around the old Cabbage Patch this week.
Oh my God, that was
What's
amazing.
the deal with humans? What's the deal with humans?
It's not going to work. It's
not going to work out.
Spoiler work on.
Yeah.
Spoiler
We're
work.
so
spoiler
easily
alert.
manipulated by demand and what
Right.
the haves and have-nots. It's insane.
Are they that ugly? I never thought they were that ugly.
It's a doll. I don't know. Are dolls ugly?
I don't know.
Well,
I think they're cute.
That documentary, they were saying that all dolls at the time were like blonde hair, blue-eyed, cute, wide-eyed, and these have tiny eyes, and they're kind of weird looking. And the idea was Xavier Roberts was, he clearly ripped off a lady who sold similar dolls in his shop in Kentucky, and he later settled out of court because of it. But her idea that Xavier Roberts ripped off was that they would have birth certificates, they would all be unique and all look a little different, just like humans do.
Yeah.
And that was a different philosophy than the mainstream doll at the time. So that could be the reason for I remember thinking, oh, the name is unique. There's a unique, there's unique clothes to them. I thought that was a cool thing at the time.
How unique were they, though? I mean, did anybody really check?
Well, they all had, they had different facial models, different hair, eye color, different hair color, and
No
style.
two were the same.
Right. And then the...
I think that was real, though. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's not. I think if you've got like 10 variables where there are like three
Right.
different options,
Exactly.
like you can make,
Yeah, but that was a new thing.
hundreds
like
of thousands. Yeah, even,
Yeah.
but that are different. Yeah.
The Coleco came in and was able to do that on a mass scale. But yeah, sometimes it was just the name that was different, or the paintbrush in their hand was in their left hand instead of their right. So minute variations. But
Nick Pruer, Cabbage Patch Scholar.
I know. Listen to
Look
this.
at him just going to town.
Hey, and I'm not just blowing smoke here. I got my bona fides here. There's me with Jonathan right there.
Wow. Oh, I love this
Ooh.
photo.
That's
wow.
a long kid.
my sister with Olivia there, and yeah, that was our
That's adorable.
first Cabbage Patch Kids. Yep.
Well, let's watch this cartoon. I have, we always try to cut them down a little bit, and I have never quite sliced a cartoon apart the way this one had.
Love to hear it.
I have taken out a subplot that was pretty big.
I do that
Let's
every
see
week.
if we can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to make any sense whatsoever. But
They never do.
But then again, yeah, what are we comparing this with? Okay, here we go. Cabbage Patch Christmas.
Okay.
Cabbage Patch Kids' first Christmas. Woody Kling. Is it funny?
Woody Kling.
Sure is cold up here. I don't relish flying at Christmas time, but a new Cabbage Patch Kid's gonna be born soon, and I've got to get down there. It's hidden in a secret spot down there in North Georgia. Come on. There are the bunny bees spreading their crystals.
Oh, the bunny bees. Yeah.
What?
They did have a mythology.
That's so
And
cute.
there's the kids. Hello, kids. The young boy's Xavier Roberts. He happened on the Cabbage
He's a
Patch
weirdo
one
in a
day by
cowboy
accident.
hat who's in a bathtub with the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Wow.
Hello, baby Dodd.
Tomorrow's called Christmas. It's a great holiday Xavier's been telling us about. You decorate a tree and hang stockings on a turkey. You've got it all wrong, Kenley. You hang the lights on the turkey. Come on, Colonel Casey. Xavier's showing us pictures of Christmas.
Isn't that the pickle spokesman?
Marshmallows.
Oh,
Vlasic
Vlasic
guy?
Pickles?
Yeah, isn't that the Vlasic guy?
Doesn't he talk like this? All right.
Very similar.
Yeah. Well, he looks the same too.
This is what a city looks like, all decorated for Christmas. Everyone comes to the city to see the Christmas spirit in the air.
Wow! Oh, boy! Wow! Oh, boy!
Wow! Well, I better
Wow.
be getting home to help trim the tree. I'll be back
Everyone
tomorrow.
tramples each other to
Bye,
get to see
kids.
it for
Bye,
Christmas.
Colonel Casey.
Bye! Bye!
Look at that
Don't
animation.
forget what I said about the Christmas spirit.
I'm just going to
I
say the
wish we
character
could get
models
to
and
see
animation
'em.
are terrible in this.
Yeah, I hope Santa brings these kids like some necks for Christmas.
Do you know how hard it is
They're
to
very
animate a neck?
Yeah. I mean, we have a puppet, like a Muppet version of the Cabbage Patch Kids, and that's disturbing too, but not as much as this. This is truly awful.
Lee, that man Xavier told us about, Raimi. The Christmas spirit. The spirit isn't a man. Xavier said the people go to the city to see the spirit in the air. It's a great, big, spooky-like thing that floats around in the sky. Whatever it is, let's go to the city and see it.
But let's not mention the subplot at all.
You've never been to the city before, kids. Be
You're gonna need
careful.
some pickles.
I'll look after them.
Some crispy Vlasic
The
pickles.
kids left baby Dodd in my care and crawled through the kudzu
Strangling him.
and out the secret passage. The kids always had to be mighty careful when they left the patch.
That's
There
where they
was
met Gomer,
danger
the land of
lurking
Chandun.
outside. The evil Lavender McDade and the ruthless Cabbage Jack and Bo Weasel were always
They were
trying to
being
capture
evil
the
for
kids
no
to
reason
work
at
in their
all.
mine. We can't reach the gold, Lavender.
Fools! I know there's gold in there.
Weasels are always evil, right?
I've got to get my hands on those.
She's gonna say silence.
They're the only
Roger
ones
Rabbit.
small enough to crawl inside.
And what they had this was not part of the established mythology, right? This is just like
There's no bad things in Cabbage Patch.
Yeah,
world
everything is
ever.
perfect. Yeah,
Right.
They,
Yeah, they needed.
they're
some
never
sort of-
like stillborn coming out of
Right.
the.
And
out of the
There were preemies though.
Were there?
Yeah, preemies were the smaller Cabbage Patches. So
Oh.
they were,
What?
they were being celebrated for being prematurely born. Yeah, preemies, the second year of Cabbage Patch Kids were a big deal. Yeah.
No way.
Absolutely.
Jeez. Huh.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Now, Nick, do you see when the birth of the Cabbage Patch Kid as sort of a vegan version of body horror?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's sort of
question.
like a vegetarian David Cronenberg directed it. Yeah.
Right.
That's
and does that make the leaves? Is that the placenta of the cat? We'll talk about it later.
That's
Sorry.
the best question you've ever asked Nick.
Yeah, thanks.
The evil old woman, she said fools already.
Right.
I bet there's going to be a silence.
I don't know. It might have ended up on the cutting room floor. So you win either way.
Okay.
Just assume.
Come on! We'll get him this time.
Yeah.
Evil rabbit.
That's a weird
I think
sound.
the city is that way. I'm in charge, Dawson Glenn. I think we go that way. I'm second in charge, and I think we go that way. Well, I'm in charge of who's in charge, and I say we go that way.
You aren't going anywhere.
Why do they want to chase him?
They're supposed to, if you missed it earlier, but they're the only ones small enough to work in the mines.
Oh, I see.
So it's child labor laws.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, child slavery, I would say.
Right.
I gotta be honest. If I had to choose between a cartoon about the Cabbage Patch Kids or about a weasel in a suit with a bowler hat, the weasel wins immediately.
Yeah,
That's
any
the
day of
coolest-
the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy.
Where'd those brats go?
How are we gonna get to the city now?
Someone's coming!
This'n will bring a good price in the city.
Hang on! We're going to the city by tree.
There they are!
Classic flat sound effect. What if it was Final Destination? One of the logs comes out.
Wow! So this is what a city looks like. Come on! Let's go find the spirit! Come on!
What are they looking for, George?
They're going to the city to look for the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything from what I cut out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to explain what you cut out later.
Those children, if they step into traffic,
They're
they'll be
hideous.
hurt.
Each one is different.
Hold our hands, kids.
Where are you taking us, mister?
Out of this traffic.
That's okay with us.
Yeah, don't hold a stranger's hand.
Thanks, lady. Thanks, mister. Thanks.
You poor children. You look so frightened. You're white as a sheet.
I hope it didn't scare my freckles off.
Aw.
Aren't
You
they
have a
sweet?
man's signature on your buttock.
Oh, Frank, I wish we had children.
I
Especially
want Frank
one
to
like
get his
her.
own show.
Ooh, this is sad.
Look at
Yeah.
her face.
It's
I want
so
more Frank.
lonely at Christmas without children.
Here, dear.
Here, dear.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, as a childless adult, I think I can speak for all of us, where it's not lonely at all.
Hey, the man
Great.
dropped something.
All right.
Drop the wallet.
Cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
so yeah, that was that, and as you'll see later in my quiz about Christmas specials, like they are not like these are horrifying. A lot of them are about loss. There was one I didn't bother to show about a child with a terminal illness at Christmas.
They're
There
always
was one in the
melancholy.
Elf Christmas special too. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
the Charlie Brown one is
Yeah.
it starts off he's depressed.
Yeah.
Right, but that's more existential than the one where Alvin has to buy a kid a harmonica because the kid's parents are saving money so that he can get medical treatment. That's more of a social commentary than then we need at 8:30 on like Tuesday in mid-December, like a sixth grader, or maybe not. Maybe that's when they need to learn. But what do you think so far? Just crap? Great? Don't care?
I feel like I haven't seen enough yet to feel fully invested. I'm a little confused still, but it's okay.
Well, I hate its guts.
Okay.
I think, but I think Bo Weasel should form a union. I think there should be a documentary about the mine by Barbara Koppel called Cabbage Town, USA, and I think they should fight for fair treatment in that cabbage mine. So that's my hot take so far.
I'm enjoying it so far. I think there should be more Frank. I really grew attached to that character.
Well, he dropped his wallet. You might be in luck.
I hope we get to see more Frank. I feel like the only thing it's missing is a subplot. And
the glaring
yeah. What's the subplot about? What are we missing out on, George?
There's a robber. No, 3 robbers. That it's an older woman and 2 younger guys who are trying to kidnap them, who are not the same as the woman with the weasel and the rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it's the same voice actors, but it's,
Okay, so the odds are stacked against them right now.
It's just something to move things along. Right. But you know what also moves things along?
What?
The knife of the editor.
And
now it's time for some crazy Christmas commercials. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
All right, Santa, work with me. Work to the camera.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
This is supposed to be like
we had to work real hard to get just the right look for our new Carvel Santa Claus ice cream cake. Buy one now and get our Yule log for only $4 more.
Oh, a newer Carvel.
Yeah, it was not Tom.
To make your Christmas brighter, you need the Energizer.
Yes, Jacko.
Extraordinary Energizer. Stuff these in your stockings. Plant these by your tree. This battery has the most energy. To write the Extraordinary Energizer.
Santa?
Oi.
Laboratory test prove in most devices, Energizer lasts longer than any other battery.
For energy, remember me. New Energizer.
You'll save a blizzard of Craze Yeti's greatest Christmas.
Sorry, these are all just screaming commercials.
Cacophonies. Did you remember that Jacko interview with Bob Uecker that I played on VCR Party?
Yes,
I do. Yeah, and it didn't go very well.
Yep, I'll never forget it. Yeah, he was on the Bob Uecker talk show. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't go so hot.
No.
The super sale, Craze Yeti's practically giving away everything you want to need in TV and video. That's right, Yule log lovers, you'll save on giant screen TVs and portable TVs. You'll save on video recorders. You'll save on video camcorders. Don't miss a one now. You'll save on anything and everything you want to need in TV and video, because Craze Yeti's prices are insane.
Craze Yeti will give you $100 if we can't beat any price you can find. Craze Yeti will never be undersold.
You better not shout, you better not cry, you better not pout, because I'm telling you, Andrew Dice Clay is on my next show.
Controversial comic Andrew Dice Clay is coming to town to set the record straight.
I don't talk about anything that doesn't exist.
Plus the lovely Leah Thompson and the smooth and soulful sounds of songstress Regina Bell. The naughty and the nice on the next Arsenio Hall show.
Join me Monday through Friday after Channel 9 News.
Jingle bells, hey, jingle bells. Jingle all the way. Happy holidays, Vern.
I can't do
Ernest. Your best batch yet.
News brief with the latest news at this hour.
Good evening, everyone. A tornado ripped through Franklin, Tennessee today, killing 1 person and injuring 6. The search for debris and human remains from the doomed Pan Am jetliner widened today after fragments were found 70 miles from the crash site. And we'll tell you about a Carolina woman who's nuts about fruitcake. See you on Nightcap.
I was waiting for that punchline to arrive.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I wasn't 100% sure we'd get all the way through that Pan Am.
I know. I was like,
crash without you guys asking.
But that led, the bigger the build-up, the better the payoff.
They're talking remains at this point. Get to the punchline.
Yeah.
Remains and fruitcake.
She's nuts about fruitcake.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons. All right, let's watch the second half of the extremely, I believe that is the word Bowdlerized. is the term for cutting something so
Oh,
that
okay.
portions are
I don't
removed.
know that
I don't
one.
know.
Wow, I don't know that.
And this is a Christmas vocabulary term from your friends at Saturday Morning Cartoons.
All right.
In that house.
Are they supposed to be like the Little Rascals? Like, what are their
Isn't this fun,
personalities?
Mom? Getting ready for Christmas Eve with you and Daddy, and Grandma and Grandpa, and the Christmas spirit in the house? The spirit's in there. I guess they won't mind us taking just one peek. It's such a pretty tree. And smell that turkey. Hey! Who's there?
Get out of here, you fucking hippie.
Who are you? Sorry. We were just looking for the spirit. There's nobody here. But you were talking to your mom and dad. I was just making believe. This is a home for kids who don't have a mom.
I'm Martha Nelson
and
Thomas,
Dad.
the woman who
Where are the
Xavier
other
Roberts
kids?
ripped off.
At people's homes for Christmas, because they might get adopted. I didn't want to go. Nobody's gonna adopt me. I'm different from other kids. All kids are different. Sure, she's different from me. And he's different from me. Being different's what makes every kid special.
And more marketable.
Yeah! We're the Cabbage Patch Kids.
I'm the army
Cats
one
are
for some
different.
reason.
You'll find someone who wants to adopt you, Jenny. You'll see. Hey, what about those nice people we met? You know someone who'd adopt me? Really? Yes. They said they wanted a kid just like Paula Louise.
The thing that
And
made
you
him
and Paula
different is he had
Louise look
PTSD.
alike. But we've got to find him anyway to give him this. Come on with us, Jenny.
Did he have a buzz cut?
So they're arranging an adoption.
That was his wallet.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Not a buzz
Oh,
cut.
Frank's
All right,
wallet.
thank-
Yeah.
All right.
Hey! Stop those kids! Find them! We can't have street kids running around the lobby of the Prince Albert.
He saluted him.
The Prince Albert.
Wow. Did you hear
Right,
It's
it's named
Albert.
after the piercing, right?
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah.
that? We're at the Prince's place. How we get away and find those people who'll adopt me? Don't worry, Jenny. We'll find them. Won't we, Otis?
Otis?
Sure will.
He's busy writing jingles.
Lady, we've got to get to him
Where's
without
Frank?
being seen.
I love that child with the freckles. Oh, Frank, I thought we'd be less lonely coming to the city to
This is so disturbing. I can't even tell you.
Very sad.
see the
They're just
children
trying to get rid of their
enjoying
loneliness by coming into the
How we
city.
get to him, Otis?
By abducting a child.
Leave it to me. I've got a plan. Hey, lady! Mister! They didn't hear you. But those friends of the prince did.
They're in that cart!
Come on! The nice people went in that room where the folks are eating.
I wish the garbage pail kids would come in and cut through the treacle here a little bit. Wendy Winston, Alligator.
Now go and cause trouble for the plaza.
I like that there's a band next. There's a like a 40s band, jazz band practicing next to them.
I thought it was like from Taxi
Maybe
Driver.
I should go back to the children's home. I'm just making a lot of trouble for everyone. You're not trouble, Jenny. No, of course not. No. Please forget about me. You should be going home. Your mothers and fathers will be worried about you.
A hard
You
cut
don't
there.
have any. You mean you're all alone?
Your
Like
mother
me?
is a cabbage.
Oh, we aren't alone. We've got Colonel Casey. We've got Xavier. And we have each other. Yeah! There they are!
Yes.
Mister! Lady! Mister! Lady!
Frank, it's those children.
Now you gotta ask, where did that cop come from?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why
Don't
is
worry
he
about the
doing
cop.
that? Yeah.
He is the mystery Christmas cop who comes in to pick up any lost children. A new character I created during this edit.
Mister, what's that rubber thing in your wallet?
Why, thank you, son.
And here's something we found.
A membership card to the Communist Party.
Her name's Jenny, and she needs a mom and dad. But she doesn't think she can get adopted because she's different. But that makes her
She's a
special.
cyborg.
Just like me.
You're right, dear.
She's
very
unadoptable.
special.
Let me
She's from
check
the
her
children's
gums.
home.
I ran away.
Well, we're gonna take you right back there.
Back?
Optimus
To see
Prime.
if we can adopt her.
Cabbage Patch Kids transform.
I wish we could have seen the Christmas spirit. Me too. Yeah.
You did.
Huh?
The Christmas spirit's a feeling you get when you're making someone else happy. Like
Why
you
did
did
you say
Paula
that?
Louise and Jenny and the Clarks.
Now let me wrap my
We
name
had
on
it
your
all
butt
along,
cheeks.
and we didn't even know. The turkey's ready. Came out great. Aren't you going to join us, Colonel Casey?
No thanks.
Not without my Vlasic pickles.
I love the edit. No thanks.
It ended best for them offering a stork a turkey. That to me is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
They wanted him to be a cannibal.
That's the funniest thing I've ever
Would
seen.
you like to eat one of your own?
Yeah.
No thanks.
I'm not pretending there wasn't more after that.
Yeah,
but that was
that's
the
good
funniest
enough.
part of the
Yeah.
entire.
Oh, Ruby
thing.
Spears, you've done it again.
Perfect.
Oh, yep. So that is a Cabbage Patch Christmas. Thoughts?
Well, let me show-
Upsetting.
Let me show this picture of the creator of Cabbage Patch Kids. So when I call him a weirdo, I think maybe I'm underselling it.
Oh yeah, it does. He's got pants on,
He's
but
got
there is
jeans on.
definitely some sort
Yep.
of liquid in the tub.
Never
and-
married. He
Yeah.
lives in a mansion in Cleveland, Georgia. Gives tours to the little old ladies, and he built in his upper bedroom a water slide that goes down to a pool on the lower floor. So
Well, that's
he's-
cool.
He ran out of things to buy.
He always said he wanted to be rich, and he made it.
What if you did see his wiener in that? Just like he's in the bathtub. You just
Better
see a
photo.
schlong.
Better
Just see a
photo.
schlong hanging off.
Yeah.
See, AI will have some use.
Right.
You'll be able to have that photo. All right, we're going to play a game. It's going to be a hell of a game.
Ooh.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. This
Can't
is
wait.
a new game called Xmas Marks the Plot.
I like it.
Still
I like
workshopping it.
Okay.
And this is, of course, Rubik, Pac-Man, and Glomer around the Christmas tree that Charlie Brown.
Great artwork.
A lot of IP here.
And what you're just going to have to try to guess some things that happened in some outrageous things that happened in Christmas episodes and specials from familiar cartoons.
Okay, we can guess.
Let's see what we've got. All right, number one. Okay, in the Heathcliff episode North Pole Cat, which of the following happens? An evil elf is fired after saying, "Christmas is a scam." Santa Claus falls into a trash can and rolls down a hill. Heathcliff hits carolers in the face with a half-eaten fish. Or there's absolutely no mention of Christmas or the holidays.
I'll go with D.
I want it to be D, but Nick already said it. I'm going B.
I want it to be C.
Okay. Well, you're all wrong.
Stupid ugly doll. They dump toys every year. Yeah, wish I had a real
That
job.
voice rules.
Yeah.
Tuck, front and center. Tuck, are you happy at your job?
How could I be? Christmas is a scam. Making kids be good all year so they can get toys on one day.
Well, I've gotten word from the big man to let you go, Tuck. You're fired.
You can't fire me because I quit.
Is that Winchell?
I recognize the voice, but I don't know if it's Winchell. Similar sound, yeah.
I'm not sure, but there was also this. Let me see if I can pause this at the right spot. This something
Mush!
unusual.
You
I felt about this.
Make tracks, little doggy!
Yeah, that somehow this it looks a lot more BDSM than I was expecting from a Heathcliff episode.
Yeah, put it
I don't
down
know.
in his mouth. He's got a ball gag. So.
Yeah, the
right.
harness.
That is exactly it. I couldn't place why. It looked like a misplaced ball gag, but also the harness and the.
Right.
And, okay. I just thought that was worth showing. Same episode.
I'm not gonna be treated like.
Okay.
We need to watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the Ace Ventura Pet Detective episode, The Reindeer Hunter, that's a pretty funny name. A, Santa talks with his butt like Jim Carrey. Reindeer waste levitates into space, damaging the ozone layer. Deer are abducted so their anti-gravity glands can be extracted, or reindeer collide with the space shuttle, causing an alarmingly graphic explosion.
Again, I hope it's D.
I'm
really
going to
want
say
D.
C. I'll try C.
I'm going to say A. That seems reliable.
Okay. One of you is
Santa's
right.
reindeer have somehow defied the laws of gravity. They fly without wings. The answer surely lies in their sensational glandular activity. I want their precious glands. The gland extractor will suck them drier than beef jerky. Then their secretions will be mine.
A Merry Christmas to one and all, and to Santa's reindeer, a good night.
Wow, for kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was surprised to see the following in this episode.
Help you when you talk crazy talk.
I may be cracked, but I'm not crazy. We were reared on Santa's reindeer. We have to get to the bottom of this.
Sorry, Ace. I gotta run.
Don't talk to me about running.
I thought that was a bit much for a kid's cartoon, even in the 90s.
I
I think
feel
it's
like
what he's like famous for.
Yeah,
True, but for
That's what
like
you-
I don't know.
You
that
want to
just-
see that? That's what you sign up for.
Yes, but the same parents who freaked out about a Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, I feel like they would have found the I guess it's called the anal cleft visible being a bit much.
So let me get this straight. You're fine with reindeer having their glands
I'm not fine
extracted with
any of
needles.
this.
but-
None of this is okay with me. All right. 3. Okay. In the Bobby's World episode, Miracle on 34th Street and Rural Route 1, Bobby puts a rubber glove on his head like Howie Mandel. A hideously aged future Bobby talks about Christmas's past. A fetal Bobby with an even higher voice is born on Christmas Day. Or Bobby gets stuck upside down in the chimney when trying to meet Santa.
I'll go B.
I'm gonna go
sorry,
for D.
Caitlin.
I'm going to go C.
Okay. One of you is
I
right.
want to see a fetal Bobby.
So that's what it looks like normally.
Oh, how soon till Christmas, Grandpa
Yes.
Bobby? Well, you won't be long now. Grandpa
Idiots.
Bobby, tell us the Christmas story. Yeah, and make it short though, cause we can't wait to open our presents. I know what you mean.
So that implies that Bobby ends up getting laid at some point. Just saying.
Yeah,
Nice.
he procreates.
Do they talk about it in the issue or the episode at all?
I didn't watch the whole thing. All right. Speeding along here to number 4. Let's see. In the Punky Brewster episode Christmas in July, Glomer has 2 reindeer. They named Frank and Welker, Donner and Dancer, Punky and Henry, or Phil and Gary.
I want
with
it
the
to be
reindeer.
D.
It wouldn't be C because they wouldn't name the reindeer after Punky.
Unless they become the reindeer for him.
I feel like it might be A. They may have a little fun with it because they.
That's the case. I tip my hat.
I'm going A.
I'll try. Wait, what did you say, Caitlin?
I said D. Phil
All right,
and
I'll
Gary.
try. I'll try C. I'll try Punky and
Okay,
Henry.
one of you is correct, and as always, this is only so we can hear the voice stylings of the great Frank Welker.
Ah.
Glomer seeing why you're not first-string reindeer.
Hurry, Glomer!
Here we go! On Dasher, on Dancer!
Their names are Phil and Gary.
All right. On Phil, on
Caitlin.
Gary!
Kind of funny.
Yeah, not really. I just wanted to hear
I thought
Welker.
it was kind of funny.
It was all right.
And the Phil and Gary.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. Oh.
In the G.I. Joe episode, Cobra Claws are coming to town. A Clutch lights a menorah alone while others sing carols. Scarlet gives herself to Duke as her secret Santa gift. Mutt laments being neglected by his parents at Christmas time, or Shipwreck exchanges gifts with his parrot who has somehow wrapped a tiny present.
D. I think it's D. Clutch lights.
I'll say B. I'll say B.
You said B?
Yeah, B is in
All
boy.
right. Yeah, I'll go for C.
One of you
Seems
is
that.
again correct, and now the score is...
Clutch doesn't light a menorah.
Close your eyes. Roadblock cooked you a big surprise.
I'll chow down later, okay? I want to be alone for a while. Can't help it, Chunk. This time of year always makes me sad. You see, when I was a kid, my folks made such a fuss about the holidays, they didn't have time for me. I never got to trim the tree or wrap presents. They never even let me hang up my own stocking. Now, every year, I get this left-out feeling.
Great for
God,
cartoons.
these are depressing.
And finally, number 6. In the Brave Star episode, Tex's Terrible Night, A. Tex Hex wails at his own grave in Christmas future. B. Tex Hex breaks the fourth wall and tells kids to be naughty. C. Tex Hex gets trapped in an unending conversation at a Christmas party. Or D. 30-30, the jacked horse rides a reindeer in a suggestive manner. This is the tiebreaker because
okay, I got 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
I'm at 0. I want to go all zeros across. That's how I think
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you want to end the year that way?
You want to
yeah. No, it's more impressive actually.
Oh,
I'm going A.
Yeah, that was my guess, but I'll say D because I want to see that animated.
I'm gonna go with B.
Okay, one of you got it right.
All right.
And that person is Joe.
Oh, my streak is over.
Full animation.
The kids' cartoon, everybody.
This is the same one that had the
score is awesome.
Says Tex Hex.
You're eating your honeycomb.
Yeah.
Who's that? Where's Shaman?
Wow.
No.
Easy as hell.
No! No! No!
Merry Christmas, everybody. That's how you play Xmas Marks the Plot.
Wow.
Like
Good game. Excellent game.
And it was worth watching 3 hours of cartoons to find the weird,
I'd
the weird
say-
Christmas part.
I
Plus,
agree. Yeah.
We have like shorthand for anyone who might want to go back and watch. I think that Brave Star one might be worth a second look.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All
You
right.
should write. You should have written for cartoons, for Saturday morning cartoons, George. All those subplots in the wrong answers. Those were all good subplots.
Well, I'm hoping that I don't know if you've heard about this AI thing. I might have mentioned it earlier in the episode, but these will be episodes soon.
Oh, you got a busy
Interesting.
holiday season.
Oh, not for me. Just people will just say it, and it'll just be there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not part of the equation anymore. Wait, have you guys learned anything?
Jack Squad.
Not really.
No, I mean, I already knew that Cabbage Patch Kids were born from cabbages, so no.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can think of anything.
Now, Chucky, don't ever do
Hi, I'm George from Saturday Morning Cartoons, and this is One to Shat On.
At the dawn of a cold and merciless winter each year, Christmas serves as a reminder of the renewal ahead, if we just can wait a few more months. Although starting as a co-opting of the pagan holiday of Saturnalia, over time Christmas got a lot less sexy and a lot more commercial. But there is more to the holidays than assaulting a stranger to get your child a toy they'll obsess about as a middle-aged nostalgia addict, paying top dollar for a fungus-colored toy still outgassing. Because instead of mindless consumerism, the season is really about editing decades-old 30-minute commercials masquerading as entertainment into 11-minute digestible summaries to be mocked along with your friends.
And that's One to Shat On.
shat on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could absolutely shat on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, by the way, Xavier Roberts, like Cabbage Patch Kids, like hit, but he had a lot of failures too. I have some of his crafting guides, including this one for pedigree pups.
What? Wow.
Yeah,
Was that before Cabbage Patch?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then he
Let
did
me just
Little
say,
People, and yeah.
I would. Just,
Uh-huh,
I know I've said that
uh-huh.
before about certain
I mean,
things, but
that's a revealing dress. So.
Ba-ba-boom.
Don't blame you.
Yep.
I wouldn't kick her out of my kennel.
This guy's dapper. There's Xavier Roberts.
God, I didn't realize that was him. What a night.
Yep, that's serving them a doggy bag. So,
by the way, that was like somebody just walked in and took that photo at his house. That wasn't a
that
scene.
was candid. Completely candid.
Every day that's his life.
Well, I hope
Nick, is Xavier still with us?
He is. Yeah, he was just interviewed in that documentary, and yeah, he still lives in the same place in Cleveland, Georgia. So
okay, he still
Get him on the show.
Yeah.
But probably less money now because like Cabbage Patch Kids had a good 10-year run, but by 1990, electronics were the big thing, and they kind of out-licensed everything, so it was oversaturation.
He still rides on the water slide every single day, though.
I would hope so. Yeah. Well, I hope everybody gets a Cabbage Patch Kid or a pedigree pup
or tears one
Christmas.
away from somebody at a store.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, if you haven't punched somebody at a store this Christmas, then you really haven't tried to get a gift for somebody you care about.
Exactly.
They're hideous, but I want one.
All right.
Well, thank you everybody for watching.
Merry
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Shaturday.
Happy
Happy
Shaturday.
Saturday.
I don't like their faces, but